Welcome back. In the previous part, we found an engagement ring. We did a little tour of Michelin. We saw where we're meant to be going tonight, but we need to think of a plan to get inside, even though we do have an invitation, so we need to hunker down. So let's see if there's a room at the hotel. Good day, welcome to Hotel Delphinia. Are you looking to stay with us tonight? Yes, do you happen to have any open rooms? I'm terribly sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The truth is, we had one cancellation earlier today, but someone booked it almost immediately. Lecter, because I couldn't find him, so it's going to be Lecter. I was afraid of that. A shame. That's the way it goes, I guess. Might as well walk on over to the restaurant. We can mull over everything there, eh? That's about our only choice, yeah. There he is. Quite the dilemma you're in. Oh, Wazy. Showing his midriff. Huh? Wazy? What are you doing here? Oh, Mr. Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Quite snazzy. Said dilemma seems to be about getting a room here, but all you're looking for is a place to have a nice, relaxing chat, right? Basically, but Wazy, what are you... Allow me to make things easier then. Would you like to use my room? Really? Oh, that came out of left field. Come on, this way. We'll follow him then. Should we take him up on that? I don't like the way he is dressed. It's too suspicious. Let's get up. The real suspicious thing is that a freaking gang leader is hanging out in Michelin. Well, it's not like we haven't worked with him before. But now, let's find his room. I was just wondering, like, has Estelle and Joshua told them about the Grouser and onions? Are you acquaintances of Mr. Hemisphere's? If you go through that door on the left, his room is the first on the right. So the question is, where's Lecter? Is he up here? I like the fact we could see where he went. Oh, that's who you were talking about then. I really honestly thought it was Lecter. Truth be told, I didn't expect the SSS to have such refined tastes. Getting vacation day on the last day of the anniversary festival and spending it at a place like Michelin. Bravo. Yeah, we just decided to take a short break for work. More importantly, what's with that outfit, Wazy? Pretty stylish, isn't it? Let's just call it my side job's uniform. You have a side job? What kind of job would require an outfit like that? In the cold, cold world of high society, many beautiful, lonely ladies search for that spark of love they've lost. My job is to simply ignite that and give them the time they desperately dream about. Spark of love. Lonely ladies. You can't be... You work as a host, Wazy? Hold the phone. I work my ass off at the police and you get to have a good time chilling with I mean, that's messed up, man. If you think I'm doing it for the money, you are sadly mistaken. It'd be rude for me to deny women my company when they constantly ask for it. I suppose we could call it charity work. You're unbelievable. He's frank. No, it's Wazy. I'll give him that. The fact that it wins over ladies blows my mind. I can't say I approve of this job, but who am I to judge? Wazy, do you work as a host for Michelin specifically? Yes, I am part of Michelin's very own escort service. Tonight, I am to accompany a lady to a funny little party. I'm sure it will end up being quite the adventure. Party? You don't mean... that explains that. Explains what? What are you talking about, Wazy? The Schwarz auction. You came to check it out, didn't you? Well... Damn, caught before we even got to the front door. That must mean the funny little party you're attending is the very same. This will be my second go-around. Just with a different lady this time. You're full of surprises, aren't you? The real surprise is that someone with auction knowledge was hiding right under our noses the entire time. It makes sense that he'd be going to the auction, though. Like, with this idea of him, like, again, even though it's a theory, it's one of those ones that works so well. It's like it's 99.9.9999% sure that he's a Grouse-Ritter, because you'd be going to an auction for a simple reason, to see if there's any artifacts. Simple as that. Humor me for a second. Are you guys planning to expose the auction to the public? That won't amount to much, you know. From the very beginning, we never had any intention to take down the auction. We just have to see something there. This auction, a luxurious underground party, essentially represents the corruption of Crossbell itself. It's a barrier. Yeah, there you go. And we have to see for ourselves how high this barrier we want to overcome really is. Lloyd. Is that so? I don't doubt your enthusiasm for a second, but you can't attend the auction that easily. With no invitation, you'll be kicked to the curb. Each year, they change the rose motif slightly, so forging won't get you very far. You might be out of luck, everyone. Actually, we already have an invitation. Wow, you're serious, aren't you? I assume it's pointless in asking how you got your hands on one. Let's just say it was an odd situation. We have the invitation. Was it really all we need? I wouldn't be surprised if they use some sort of RSVP system. No, I think you're overthinking things. Due to the underground nature of the whole thing, they've always open to potential clients. I had something just spark in my head. Now, there is a recent Trails game that has just come out in Japan. And obviously, as a result of that, there's random bits of art flying around. So, just so you know, there's going to be a little bit of spoilers, I guess, for a game that even I haven't played, so it's all speculation, etc. like that. So, that's your warning. So I've seen the image of the Grandmaster. There's no way around it, that's definitely the Grandmaster I've seen. I mean, she's got a snake pattern on her and stuff like that. But she's got this sort of like golden stream she seems to be directing that splits into 3. Which in my head obviously goes with the idea of timelines and all that type of stuff, but we'll get into that much, much later. But on the actual auction's invitation, there is actually these similar lines in the corner. Whether that's connected or anything, no idea. It's just, I thought I'd mention it because it just jumped into my head. So, there you go. Since smuggled goods are a big aspect of the auction, many more famous individuals prefer to mask their identities. Sounds like we'll be able to survive then. Hey, wait. How many people can get in with one invite? I don't believe there's a rule set in stone, but most people go in pairs. I'd recommend that. 4 people is a crowd, you know. So only 2 of us can go. Unfortunately so I have to pick. Also, since it is a high-class party, you should wear something more formal. Of course, if you dress as well as me, you'd be the center of attention. I think I'd rather avoid that. Hey Ellie, do you know where we can get some new clothes for the auction? I do. The boutique downstairs should be perfect for what we need. I've been there before, so there's no need to worry. I can pay too. Are you sure? Of course. Leave it to me. A more crucial question is, who among us will pair up and infiltrate the auction? It's a good point, it's a good point. I'm not sure yet. Rock, paper, scissors probably isn't the best way to go about deciding. What are you on about? You only gotta pick one, dude. Huh? You are the one most invested in the Schwarz auction, Lloyd. I mean, if I was doing this rationally, logically, which I'm probably still gonna go with the same result thinking about it, it makes sense to take Ellie out of these 3 because she's more in tune with the high society type things. So it's like, it would make more sense. She's the correct choice, really, isn't she? She's the correct choice for the auction. Like, Tio, it's like, I suppose there might be some connection to, obviously there's going to be something to do with Kia, clearly, at this point. So it's that case of, Tio would seem sort of connected. Randy from the game's perspective at this point, doesn't seem like he'd be a good choice, but from stuff we know later, he'd be very much a good choice. But I still feel that out of these three, Elie is the one who's most connected to everything going on in Crossbell in terms of high society. It seems the most appropriate. And given that you are a leader, only natural that you go. Guys, are you sure about this? The decision would be a lot simpler if you just accepted your responsibilities already. You want to see the corruption of Crossbell firsthand, don't you? Something about a barrier? You're right. I'll lead the charge into the Schwarz auction. Then all you have to do is pick your date. You would stand out a tad too much if you went solo, I think. That's a good point. You can pick me, Tio, or Randy. Remember that you'll be surrounded by the Mafia when making your decision. The remaining two can be on standby outside the venue, while the other two are inside. Is that acceptable? Well, no matter how we divvy up roles, it'd be best to move along to the boutique. Plenty of time to choose before we have to find some new digs. Right. We'll do that then. Wait a second. Wazy, is there some reason why you're following us? Since the opportunity has arisen, I'll figure I'll offer a lesson in style. I'll throw in a way to trick the people running the security checkpoint too. One I guess we don't have any reason to refuse. It's obvious that he's compelled by curiosity rather than a genuine desire to assist. Oh hell, let's hear the guy out. If we're all ready, let's head downstairs to the boutique. Once we get dressed, there's no going back. I have to choose who's going to accompany me to the auction too. Are we ready? Get dressed at the boutique. I have already made a save in case you're wondering, just in case I want to change things up later. Because I understand this will be bonding. I don't think our budget covers a place like this. Well, it is a pretty fancy store. Classy suits, casual clothes. They've basically got stuff for every occasion here. Impressive prices too. We don't need to worry about prices. Lloyd, have you decided who you want to bring with you? Yeah, I think so. Wazy, oh. Elie, would you mind accompanying me? I'd love to. The two of us will probably look the most inconspicuous trying to enter the venue. Definitely. Wonderful choice. If I were you, I'd dress as an ordinary couple. A wealthy young dame, along with her commoner boyfriend, attempts to join in our much talked about party. A convincing facade, isn't it? That might actually work. I might have to flare my temper in order to play the part, but it's a good plan. Better go get yourselves dolled up. I'm curious to see how this transformation will play out. Oh my. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ooh, that's not exactly greatly fitting, I'd say. Like the it's Elie looks great, but this is like it's certain elements of it just don't look like they fit correctly. Hopefully these will be okay. Not too shabby. Damn, you're working that dress. Yes, Elie looks beautiful. And your outfit suits you quite well, Lloyd. You think so? Honestly, I think I pale in comparison to Elie. That's not true. You pull off that suit well with your broad shoulders. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Elie. Hopefully I'll be able to pull off being your boyfriend for one night. Well, you certainly look the part. No need for advice, I see. Well, I'll do you another favor. Wear these, Lloyd. Oh. Glasses. When women get all dressed up, it's as if they become a whole different person. However, formal attire doesn't do much to change your look, Lloyd. While you're at the auction, it'd be better to wear something that will add to the disguise. That's a good idea. Thanks, Wazy. Oh, see, now, you see here, this has changed everything with the outlook. It's like, yes, now it looks good. How do I look? Interesting. I'm surprised. But you'll give off a completely different first impression now. I was not expecting them to work as well as they do. I like them. Sounds like they're a hit, Lloyd. Maybe you should get yourself a pair after this is over. My eyes are fine as is. I've been tempted to get some glasses, for style. It's like, I've worn glasses in the past because my eyes went a bit dodgy, but eyes develop over time, despite what Mr. Crossbell may tell you. Because he... Just remember that story of like him getting his eyes tested when he was a kid, so now he thinks he's immune to any change in his eyes. Yeah, because he got his eyes tested as a kid. Whereas I got my eyes tested as a kid, it was like, yeah, you probably need some glasses here and there. Reading was a bit of an issue for me, all that type of stuff. But my eyes have since corrected over time because I'm not a child anymore, you know, changed. And they probably will change again. So, anyway. But I am thinking of getting some glasses just for style, you know. My eyes are fine as is. Alright. With this, all our preparations should be complete. All that's left is for us to wait until the auction starts. It's the name of the game, everyone. Oh, we got to see the fireworks. Lovely. How beautiful. It's certainly a magnificent sight. Oh, there's even a fireworks show. They're pulling out all the stops. Is it a festival-exclusive show? Nah, man, they do them daily. From what I've heard, Michelin's nightlife is where things really get wild. Being surrounded by people in the nighttime parade, taking moonlight rides on the towering Ferris wheel. It's as if Michelin's nightlife was built for the art of seduction. I'm afraid we'll have to part for now, much to my dismay. Oh, really? You said you were meeting with some lady, right? Something like that. May the goddess watch over you this lovely night. And if your plan actually pans out, try to come find me at the auction. I'll be waiting.
Adios.
Adios? It's adios. Ugh, terrible. Man, that guy acts like he's on top of the world. The leader of a small-time gang working as a host at a high-class party. I don't buy it. Whatever the truth may be, the info he gave us about the auction was extremely helpful. I think we owe him one. Yeah, I think we do. It's almost time for us to make our way towards the auction venue. For now, our objective is to slip past the security checkpoint and enter Speaker Hartman's mansion. We can do it. Oh. Alright then. Basically head straight there. You don't got your glasses on, Lloyd. There is one person obviously trying to see if he's here. Still. Oh, he's probably gone. It's like, aww. No. Like, come on, mate. You gotta be around somewhere, Lloyd. Lloyd, mate. Lloyd. No? Well, anyway. I'm not missing the opportunity to do the rounds, don't worry. So I just wanted to see if Lloyd was still around in a place I could find. So anyway, let's start back out here. I mean, I should have just done the rounds anyway, and I would have found it, but anyway. About time we arrived. That jerry-built ship hardly left me any time before the auction. I suppose that leaves me no choice but to hurry there. Jerry-built? Jerry-built? Like, what does that mean? Because to me, I'm thinking like jerrycan, which is a term for the Germans during World War II by the British troops. So I'm just wondering, what else could it be? By the time we arrived, jerry-built ship. This ship bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. Passengers waiting to head back, please be patient for the time being. Oh, the fishing spot's disappeared. Okay, so no nighttime fishing. I was hoping to find a gorgeous rich woman while visiting, but I discovered an unfortunate truth. These women here are too much for me to handle. That became abundantly clear as the day went on. Oh no, it's almost time for the ferry to leave. Let's hurry! I spent the whole day playing with my friend at the amusement park. We weren't planning to stay the whole day, so it was shocking when we noticed that the sun had already set. Indeed. Man, today was the best day of my life. Happy 70th birthday, Crossbell. I'm not sure if one day was enough to take in everything here. I'd like to come back soon. So. Oh. Is it about time for the tourists to head on back? I wonder why all those people were heading to the residential area. A party, perhaps? You might say that, yes. I think I've got it. From everything you've said, it sounds like you prefer a more casual, laid-back look. This hat might be perfect for you. Yeah, maybe. Are you not satisfied with your current attire? If so, perhaps you should try this hat to complement the rest of the outfit. Let me buy a hat. I'm in quite the pickle here. Just wanted to look around and head back home, but I messed up. After talking to her this much, I can't just leave without buying anything. I mean, you can. Dear, that looks absolutely marvelous on you. The balance is superb, but it shines with a more modern fashion sense. It manages to not look trashy in the process. If only Mr. Hemisphere worked for us. He could teach us a thing or two about style. Wazy, you grow more and more mysterious every second we spend together. Got any new things? No, still got the sitting mission already, haven't we? That's fine. Let's go up to the restaurant first, yes. What a feast! Phew, there's nothing more satisfying than having a delicious meal. Each new dish I try is another unforgettable memory. If I've got my calendar right, today's the last day of the anniversary festival. I've been hearing that the city is wild right about now. Maybe I should have spent my day there instead. I mean, yeah, if you're used to the stuff here, yeah. I've got my calendar right. There instead. Oh, would you look at the time? It's almost time for Speaker Hartman's party to start. Better hurry on over to his mansion. Hope my wife managed to have a good time. It's her first time attending, you see. My husband insists on taking me to a fancy annual party. Imagine my shock when I found out it was at Michelin. Like just fighting back a hiccup. I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of party this really is. You're still eating? Oh god, it's on my mirror. It's that sort of thing, like you're random NPCs, but you're interesting. Munch, munch. Yes, this dish is some marshmallows. This is fine if you forget about a crazy jewel in a lamb. I'm in heaven. Excuse me, waitress, seconds please. Oh dear. How would you like dinner accompanied by a bottle of El Voilet? It is one of the finest Erebonian wines in existence. It may fetch a modest price, but rest assured, its aroma is set to rival even Grand Chardonnay. Grand Chardonnay. If I remember correctly, that's a vintage wine mulled and distributed in the Liberl Kingdom. Recently, I believe, gone for almost 500,000 mirror in auctions, believe it or not. 500,000? People enjoyed that wine, but to sell for that much? This world makes no sense. Hey, if it's that good, it's that good. Maybe just one glass. Oh, I'm joking. Call your jets, Teotart. As long as you aren't being serious. I wholeheartedly recommend it with dinner. If you like, I can go fetch a bottle for you. Can I actually buy that? Oh. It's that case of I would buy it if I could. I would. This day couldn't get better. On top of all the parks and goodness, they even managed to give Michi a good kick. Basically the heart of the Michelin Wonderland's experience. No. Didn't nearly get me thrown out of the park though. Yeah, it would do. Don't kick Michi. Snore. Phew, my son really drained all his batteries playing at the theme park. Indeed. But it means he enjoyed himself. What am I going to do with him? He can barely handle all thrill rides, but he still forced himself to go on with us. Well, we haven't had a family trip in a while, so I'm really happy he was able to make it. I'll have to thank my husband later for clearing his schedule for us. That roller coaster was out of this world. I could put it into words and be like, whoosh. Well, something like that. Jump it up. I'm gonna be sick. Ah, they gone home. Were you able to catch the fireworks show? You should have been able to see them anywhere inside Michelin. Those things go up, up, up. The nighttime parade is currently underway inside the park. All of the park's beloved mascots are merrily marching around with Mishi at the head. I bet everyone is loving it. Trust me, our guests are experiencing something quite extraordinary. I bet they are. So let's see if we can... The store's employee told us it's limited to members only. There's no point in trying to force our way inside now. Mama, the ships can't leave without us if we don't hurry. Mama! Ooh. Sure, the theme park was enjoyable, but I really wanted to go into the jewelry store. Why does that stupid rule have to be a thing? It's almost time to head to Speaker's mansion. Tonight will be one to remember. Yes, yes. My man here claims he's going to win me something beautiful at the auction. And his poor wife doesn't know a thing. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I see you dressed to impress, or at least attempted to. But in chance were you also invited to Speaker Hartman's place tonight? There may be a chance of that, yes. Listen up, Zell. Since you're my fiancé, you have to be more aware how I feel at any given moment, alright? Achoo! Aren't you feeling a bit chilly, Amy? We've been talking by the waterside almost all day. It's not the warmest outside. How about we head back to the mansion and I'll whip you up a hot bowl of soup? Okay. Blush. Aw. Oh, Zell, he may act like a gentleman every so often, but he has much to improve on. By the time I'm done with him, he'll be the coolest, most proper gentleman to ever walk the continent. Amy, did you catch a cold or something? Face is as red as an apple. Well, it depends. Is it a red apple? So it's as red as a green apple. Like, wait a minute. That's not how it works. Where did he go? Let's see if we got these. Did you notice all the black suits guarding Speaker Hartman's place? Yes, when you're essentially Crossbell's boss, your security can't be anything short of perfect. Wait, can I even go in these places? Because they've got yellow dots, so no. Well, I should be off. Showing up late won't earn me any favors. I'm ready if you are, Lloyd. Shall we get going? Well, enter the Schwarz auction. Lloyd put on his pair of glasses. I'm ready. First things first, let's try to get into the auction. We can do it. Lloyd, Ellie, you're going into a precarious situation. Please be careful. I'll be hanging out around this area like we planned. If anything comes up, give us a call on your Enigma. Of course. You guys make sure to be cautious too. I think it's time, Lloyd. It's some lovely music, isn't it? Welcome to the Schwarz auction. May I see your invitation? Of course, here you go. Lloyd handed over the invitation to whom he assumes is a mafioso. Everything checks out on my end. Security reasons, could you please give us your name for verification? Name? I'm Guy Bannings. I presume it's not mandatory to use my real name, is it? No, that won't be necessary. And your guest? Aren't you boys working hard? Unfortunately, I can't exactly reveal my name in this setting. That won't be a problem, will it? Well, no. Still, do you mind informing us of your relationship with this gentleman? Oh. We don't look like lovers, do you? To be more specific, we're in the middle of a passionate relationship that I have yet to tell my parents about. Yippee dear, I've caused you all this trouble because of my social status. However, I will work tirelessly in order to stand before your parents and ask them for their beloved daughter's hand in marriage. Oh, you will? Better not let me down now. My apologies. Well, honored guests, we hope and pray that you enjoy tonight's auction to the fullest extent. I was expecting them to be like, oh, beautiful couple. Like, oh, yes, yes. Again, keeping an eye on the statues around this place. Very, very wary of statues. Especially because of Fantafief B. What kind of place did we step into? Speaker Hartman's mansion. I've heard the rumors, but I didn't expect it to be this grand. This exceeds every possible expectation I had, that's for sure. Speaker Hartman and Ravach. They're more influential than I initially thought. Dear guests, welcome to the Schwarz auction. Is this your first time attending? That's right. The auction is scheduled to begin at 9 p.m. inside the main hall straight ahead. There's a banquet being held inside the salon to your left. Please have a few drinks and dine to your heart's content. If you don't mind me asking, are you planning on staying the night with us? Oh, we aren't. You see, we've already booked a room at Hotel Delphinia and have friends waiting for us there. We appreciate the offer, but we'll have to pass this time. Very well. If you change your mind, please do not hesitate to inform one of the attendants. We'll prepare a room straight away. Also, you are more than welcome to stroll around the estate as much as you like. However, please be aware that there are a few restricted areas. We apologize for the inconvenience in advance. That shouldn't be the issue. Thank you for the explanation. We will heed your words. It's so hard to not say call. My pleasure. If you need anything or have any complaints, please make sure to inform me or one of the other attendants. Now, if you'll excuse me. We have roughly 2 hours before the auction gets underway. Let's scope out the mansion for now. Of course, we should gather information while we have the chance. And we shall be doing that at the start of the next part. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.